Hugh Jackman said he'd never wear the yellow Wolverine costume from the comics. That was a whole thing for years. They said they never do it. And Fox they said never do it. Well, they did 9 films without him being in it from 2000 to 2017, from X-Men all the way to Logan. No yellow costume. James Mangold actually had it for a second for the Logan movie. They were going to maybe show it. They were going to tease it. But then the last minute, the studio said, no, we don't want to show it. So it never happened until now. But Ryan Reynolds tweeted this out and they said, hey, you get your Wolverine in the yellow costume, not showing the guns like in the comics, but maybe he'll rip those off again at some point because usually there's no sleeves. But Hugh Jackman's saying he's playing a dual role in this again too. So maybe he'll be multiple Wolverines. Maybe this is the Wolverine from X-Men 97 right now. They haven't shown the mask yet or the cowl yet either, Lexi. We're going to see if that comes into play. I bet it will. I bet it's a whole thing. They're waiting to reveal that because you got this so far. So they're really getting into it. This movie comes out in May, of course, May 3rd, 2024. We got a lot of time, but it's been shooting. One of the only things really shooting right now during the writer's strike. One of the, besides Ryan Murphy's 3 shows, one of the only things that are still shooting. So it's a big thing. People are going nuts about it. You got Deadpool wearing his onesie we talked about on Friday. Now you got Hugh Jackman in his onesie with the belt and shit. I think it looks great. I'm excited about it. It's very accurate to the comics. You got the navy, you got the yellow, and it's sleek. It looks like like armor, like Mike Casey would love. If he was here today, he'd be talking about that. But I think it's great. I think fans should be excited that Marvel's taking it to this world. And we should be excited. We're finally getting Hugh Jackman's official Wolverine from the comics. Or maybe he's going to be that X-Men 97 character. He might be that, and then also be his Logan character from the X-Men series. Who knows? There's a lot of rumors going about this project. Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think this is great to put him in this uniform, or do you think they should have kept him more of the Fox universe and not show off the comic book yellow Wolverine that we all dreamed of since we were babies?
Wow, I was definitely not dreaming of any of that when I was a
Wolverine
baby.
A lot there, Bri?
I will say this: if those 2 men in those outfits burst into my home right now, it's the only people I wouldn't call the police on. Let's just be clear: if there's someone, if Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds walked in the house in their yellow and blue onesies, I would be like, or yellow and red onesies, I'd be like, "Yay, let's play a game!" And it's not going to be call the cops. I think it looks fabulous. I think Ryan Reynolds looks fabulous. I'm super excited about all of the things that are Deadpool 3. I don't put anybody in a box. I don't put anything in a box. I'm glad. I think he was never going to play Wolverine again, and he was never going to wear that outfit. So I think it's very fitting for him to come and do it another time and to be wearing the thing that he said they wouldn't wear just because he said he wasn't going to play the character again. And leave it to my man, Ryan Reynolds, my guy, making shit happen. That's all I got to say. Making shit happen.
And you can see the comic book actual reference like to Sabrina. So this is what it should look like. And it's very, very similar, actually, very similar, except the guns are out. The guns are out for this. So maybe he'll rip them off at one point. You never know. But yeah, they're going to the comic accurate yellow. And I agree, Sabrina. Ryan Reynolds is the person to make this happen. Of course, there's more news on that after this we'll talk about. But what do you think, Rachel? Do you think this is a good look for Hugh Jackman? You think you're like, yeah, he looks good in yellow. I can agree upon this, or should he have stayed to the black leather X-Men outfit that he's worn so many times before?
I think they're ready for their sleepover party in their little onesie jammies. I think if they're going a different route with the character, if they're not trying to tie in the Fox universe as heavily, if it's like an alternate universe Wolverine, cool, awesome, great. Do the different costume. That gives a good visual distinction between the characters and their universes. If they're trying to make it the same character, then I think changing the costume was a mistake.
Yeah, and that's what people have been saying online too. A lot of people have agreed upon with you saying that this is not our Wolverine. And what are they doing? And that's where all these rumors go into the multiverse stuff. And then, like I said, Hugh Jackman actually said in an interview saying he's playing a dual role. That's what he said. So it's maybe he's going to be playing that cartoony version, comic book version, but also the rough, because there have been pictures. This is a different look from him. The pictures that initially showed online, he had the beard from Logan. He had the grizzled kind of look. So maybe he's playing the Logan character and playing this. And of course, that animated series X-Men 97 was supposed to come out on Disney Plus before this. It's still been delayed, but that was supposed to reboot that whole animated world. So maybe it's supposed to be that character branching out into this world too. But they're also saying Ian McKellen's back for this, Patrick Stewart, Halle Berry, everyone's coming back for this project. It's a big thing. So that might be why we have multiple X-Men. We have multiple Wolverine.